So when sodium is added to water, hydrogen is produced. Which observation shows that a gas is being produced? So the one that is going to link to that is effervescence. Effervescence means fizzing, and that's because a gas is being produced. Some damp litmus is placed in a gas. The litmus paper is bleached. Which gas causes it to bleach? So the gas is chlorine. Remember, carbon dioxide turns lime water cloudy, hydrogen burns with squeaky pop, and oxygen relights a glowing splint. Okay, this next question. We've got 5 grams of calcium carbonate is heated. I'm just going to put these numbers underneath the equation. So we've got 5 grams of calcium carbonate is heated, and the mass of solid remaining, so solid is going to be the calcium oxide, is 2.8. Calculate the mass of carbon dioxide that has been released. So the mass is going to be the difference between those two numbers. So I've got 5 at the beginning, take away the 2.8 that's formed. That's given me 1.78. Let's just try that again. 5, take away 2.8 is 2.2. So that's 2.2, that's better. And give the answer to 3 significant figures, so it's going to have to be 2.2 and then 0, because we need 3 significant figures. A diagram of an atom is shown below. Use the figure to explain why helium is inert. That is because the outer energy level is full. That's all we've got to say, I think. Outer energy is full. So it doesn't need to gain or it doesn't need to lose electrons. Helium is used for balloons. Take 1 proton helium particle in there that makes it suitable. So it has a low density, and that's why the balloons float. And then this question here is a 6 marker. So we've got some information around 3 gases in the atmosphere. Here's our 3 gases, and we've got the relative amount in the atmosphere and then the composition in today's. And you can see that water vapor is gone from lots of it to not very much. Carbon dioxide has gone from lots of it, but it has decreased, but we obviously it's a level we're still concerned about. And oxygen didn't have any, and it's increased to 21%. So it says natural processes and human activities have altered the relative amounts. Explain how the relative amounts of each gas is being done. So the best approach to this, there are 3 gases, so I'm going to do them in order, 1, 2, 3. And the other thing we have to talk about here is the natural and human activities alongside this. So let's have a go at the question. I've written some notes to try and speed this up for you. So water vapor, I'm going to put here, these all are natural processes that we're talking about here. So water vapor, at the very beginning, there was lots of it present. It was released by volcanic eruptions, and then as the earth has cooled, the water vapor condensed and it formed the oceans, and therefore the amount of water vapor over time is decreasing. Carbon dioxide, the bit I'm talking about in here, this is all natural processes, and I'll come on to the human bit later on. So these are all natural, and what we've got in here is that at the very beginning there's large amounts of CO2 present. It was released by volcanic activity, volcanic eruptions. As the oceans formed, the carbon dioxide dissolved in the ocean, so that led to a sharp decrease. We also had simple organisms formed which can do photosynthesis, and they absorbed CO2 as they were doing the photosynthesis. So again, that would have led to a decrease in the amount of CO2. And the final one in the list was oxygen. Again, these processes here, we're going to put down, these are all natural. And what we've got going on here is there was none present in the early atmosphere. And then these simple organisms formed which can do photosynthesis, and they started to do photosynthesis, and which led to an increase in the amount of O2. Remember, it produces oxygen. And the last little bit, let's make sure we touch base with the human activity. The main things that we've had going on is the burning of fossil fuels. That leads to an increase in CO2. Deforestation, cutting trees down, would also lead to an increase in CO2. We've got more farming taking place, so we get an increase in CO2. And as we start to reforest and plant more trees, then that's going to cause more oxygen to be produced. And again, these are all come under the category of human activity.